Hi guys, it's been quite a while since I've logged on and done any vlogging, and it's currently, what's the date today? It's the 7th of February, Sunday, coming up to evening time very shortly, and I just had a spare moment, so I thought I'd log on and just say hi to everybody. Hope everyone is well. So obviously I've been continuing to train for the 100-kilometre run from London to Brighton, taking place in May next year, and I've hit a bit of a stumbling block. So obviously through the winter months training becomes a little bit more challenging. So the kind of things which I've kind of struggled with recently is the I suppose because of lockdown, children have been around a little bit more, and knowing how hard they're working and my wife is working with homeschooling, it then becomes a little bit difficult to kind of go out because you have that sort of guilty feeling whenever you do. So I'm trying to readjust my days so that I'm going out, which is at least as of an inconvenience to them. Also, the fact that I've got a sort of fairly busy job as well. So that's been hard. And what I've been trying to do is sort of go out recently sort of very early in the morning. So sort of around sort of 6:30ish. And obviously it's sort of pretty dark outside and cold and miserable. My preference is usually to run in the trails and fields, and that time of the morning when it's so dark, I don't really feel that inclined to go in there. So I've been sort of sticking more to road running, which has been fine. It's been okay, slightly less enjoyable, but I had been getting it done. So January was, generally speaking, a pretty good month. Fitness was going well. Long runs were going well, hit up to another 30k, despite some tricky moments, as I think some of you know, or I spoke to you about on some of the runs. And then a couple of weeks ago, after a long run on the Monday, I went out for a 12k run. Went a little bit faster than I should have done. I don't think I was properly recovered from the weekend. And long story short is I started having a slight pain, slight pain in the side of my knee. Decided that week I didn't really want to risk getting injured, so I kind of had a slightly calmer week with training. I didn't do any sort of hill repeats or tempo runs, which is where you sort of go a bit faster, a bit harder, and it's a bit more brutal on your knees and your body generally. So I cut back on that a bit and started doing a bit more mobility exercises and yoga. Got to the other week, the following weekend, first 5k, knee felt a bit tender, but for the rest of the 20, 25 or whatever it was, actually felt okay. Then again, rested on Sunday, went out on the Monday afterwards, and again started feeling some pains on the side of my knee. On the Tuesday of last week, I then ended up doing a HIIT workout with skipping ropes and some medicine ball and whatever else in the garden. And I noticed that when I was doing burpees, as I was going down into the sort of crouch before you then push your knees back, my left knee popped, kicked then my legs out, popped again, knees went back in, knees kept on popping. So it wasn't like a really painful kind of feeling, it was just a bit uncomfortable, and I just felt that something wasn't right. So since Tuesday until today, Sunday, I've not done anything apart from a couple of yoga sessions, and it doesn't feel like it's kind of getting any better, and I am a little bit nervous about going out because I don't want to cause any kind of long-lasting damage, and I have to make sure that whatever happens, I manage to make it to the start line of the 100k with my legs absolutely fine to run on. So I appreciate I'm going to get some niggles here and there. This just feels like a little bit more than a niggle. So a friend of mine has Daniel has put me in touch with a sports therapist who I've got in contact with, who I'm going to be seeing this week. So see what she says, and we'll take it from there. I'm writing off the fact that I'm probably going to be out for another couple of weeks. The question is whether I do a little bit of something or nothing at all. But it's a real setback for anyone who's been training for anything like marathons before, or cycle races, or triathlons or duathlons. Then I think everybody will know that the key thing is to try to stay injury free. And I thought I was doing enough, but for whatever reason, something's not gone right in my training. Whether it's new trainers that I bought, or new different style of running technique, or maybe it was just a bit of an awkward step or two that I did on a run. Don't really know. So yeah, that's currently where I am with training. You can probably you can probably hear I feel slightly flat about the whole thing, but I'll get over it, I'm sure. I'm just hoping that it's short term, that's all. And at the moment, there's no point in overthinking it. I'm doing what I can by seeing the sports therapist and she'll give me the updates and give me feedback as to what I can and can't do. So I'll take her guidance, I'm sure. Anyway, that's it for me. So yeah, I'll probably log on. I might actually sort of do a vlog going into maybe coming out of the therapist, just to sort of keep a record of, I suppose, part of this journey. But anyway, look, hope everyone's well. Difficult times for everybody. So look, every day that passes, we're one day closer to coming out of this horrible COVID mess. Vaccines are going out at a rate of knots, which is fantastic news. So it won't be too long, I'm sure, until we're all coming out of this and we can all see each other again. And yeah, really looking forward to those days. Keep well, everyone, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye now.